Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are here to react to Shakey Graves' Roll the Bones. So I know Sean loves Shakey Graves.
I'm a huge Shakey Graves fan.
Yeah, I know. I feel like every time we do a show, he always has to do his little shaky woo.
You know what? Alright, you know what? I got a bone to pick with you on this. So I can do a decent Shakey Graves impression.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, right? Mm-hmm. And I play Hardwired, which is a great Shakey Graves song. She's already laughing, and every time I start, she's like, "Oh God," and I'm like, "What? Can I just do it?"
Because
she just starts laughing right away.
He does this obnoxious impression. Like if your impression wasn't so annoying, then it would be fun. But you're like you personally like.
Well, water was wine back on Blue Mountain time as I watched your loving expire.
This video inspired by Enya.
I lay close to you. As lace on the shoe. And that's when I knew.
I'm sorry.
We're hardwired.
Okay, like this is enough. This is sponsored by Enya because this is the next
Do you want to?
I mean, you might as well use it.
Yeah, right.
The Enya
Nova Go.
This is the Enya Nova Go. Sean just did a nice little rendition with that.
Oh, is it done? You don't want me to do the whole thing?
Oh my God! Why don't you wait till the very end to show the people?
Wow, maybe you'll let me do a. All right, great.
Oh my goodness.
So, anyways, I'd always play some Shakey for the people, and she'd be like, "Can you wrap it up already?"
Because he does this like obnoxious impression.
Well, water was wine back on Blue.
Are you trying to tell me that I should be taking that seriously? You're acting
your
like
loving
you're putting
expire.
your heart into this performance. You're acting like I'm hating on you for singing, but it's just because you're singing like that. Okay, we're trying to watch Roll the Bones, Sean.
That's what I knew.
And like, I feel like you only sing that part. You don't even get past
because you stopped me.
But because you don't even know anything else.
I know the whole thing.
Oh, you do not. And I buzz like a bee or whatever the heck it is. Okay, anyway.
I bumble like bees and you both like the seas.
Whatever. Okay, anyways.
I love Shakey.
But I feel like I don't like this song at all. Now, can we continue on to the bigger things?
Yeah, I would love.
So we're gonna react to this right now. If Sean would just stop talking. Cool.
Oh, it's a nice little intro.
Yeah, lovely. Single-handedly building a track is so obnoxious.
The man.
It's pretty cool. And also it sounds like actually good. It's not like your like loser uncle that's trying to play every instrument and be in a one-man band.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you run the risk of like if you're trying to be in a one-man band that it goes south very fast.
Your loser uncle.
Not your loser uncle.
Yeah,
like,
I know, but
uncle.
I'm like, is there someone specific you're talking about?
I'm not. I'm just saying. It could be your grandpa. It could be your aunt. We're not trying to discriminate. But I feel like
his uncle.
I've never seen a one-man band so well executed.
Without a looper.
Yeah, like
right?
How is he doing that? How does he even stay in time?
Right, that's actually tough. I could do it with just a kick, but a kick and a tambourine is like, that's tough. Like, it's hard to keep your balance. That's why he's got like, all right, so he's got a suitcase, right? Which is like the kick drum.
Uh-huh.
And the bass drum pedal is backwards. So his heel is striking it from the front, right? Which is like, it requires like some balance for sure.
But then his other heel is also doing that?
Yeah,
with
another pedal, which it has a tambourine on it. Yeah, exactly. So he's like kind of like on his toes. And then playing open tuning, which is why I don't play this one at our shows. Because I don't want to retune the guitar. Hardwires and standard.
It's too difficult.
No,
you know, also,
I mean, well.
I'm watching the strings. They're like, I don't know. I feel like I've never seen the strings move like that.
Right. Well, they're detuned a little bit. First of all,
is that why they're like so jangly?
It's similar to your Phoebe Bridgers tuning that you like.
Oh.
I don't know exactly what it's like. Open G or maybe or Open E. I don't know exactly which tuning this is. I've never actually tried to play the song, but you can tell just by that shape right there, right? And all right, so basically the E and the D strings traditionally are going to be tuned to the same tone. Like it might if it's in D, it's going to be 2 Ds, right? So that's why you'll see his thumb pop back and forth between the lower strings like this. Now these are 2 different notes, right? So then when he lines it up, it would be the same thing. That's the beauty of open tuning, is you'll see a lot of times he doesn't even have anything on his fret hand and it'll play a chord, right? So that's the beauty of open tuning, is he can actually free up his left hand for some of these, and it's just going to be open D or whatever key this is in, you know.
Yeah.
And he's about to start singing because he's the greatest singer in the game right now. My man,
okay,
my
we'll
God.
Continue.
Oh yeah, well so it goes, yeah, so it goes. Oh, that sweet alone, there may be stones. Yeah, let's take a chance, showing on the bones. Yeah, go and crash that car, unplug that phone. Share your belongings, all them clever drawings. Try to make $1 from the grave. Yeah, sell them belongings, all them clever drawings. Yeah, trying to make $1 from the grave. Yeah, but who's to blame?
So good, right? So good. The amount of dynamic of control that he has over his voice, over the guitar, over the kick drum and the tambourine all at once is mind-boggling.
Yeah, how does he even have dynamics? I feel like I'd be struggling just to hit the drum on time.
Right?
Not only
exactly.
that, also like it's not just like a basic. He's not even just like basically strumming these chords. Like,
no,
this is kind of like intense as his picking pattern.
This is
so
hard.
Like,
this is not easy to play. Listen, I learned how to Travis pick from playing Shakey Graves songs.
yes.
Right? Not easy. It's not something you just pick.
How do you like? I don't understand how you can Travis pick and even sing at the same time.
It's ridiculous.
I feel like I would just be like, you know,
right?
I'm gonna pack it up. I'm not gonna even try.
Listen, yeah, that's my limit. And then add the kick drum and the tambourine at the same time.
Like,
that's ridiculous. So one thing, I mean, if you are interested, so you're a great singer, so you understand the vocal dynamic, more or less. The picking is cool because he palm mutes a lot, right? Right?
Oh yes.
You'll hear palm muting, and then he'll open it up, like when it gets bigger. And when he opens it up, a lot of times it'll overdrive his amp, right? So like when he's just kind of playing, it's a dynamic response also between his hands and the amp. So the amp is gonna break up a little bit, and it'll sound like there's more distortion when he's like driving it.
Oh,
you know?
interesting.
So it's like that's an extra level aside from his actual palm muting of the guitar. Having that signal go hit the amp harder, the amp is gonna distort it and then just make it sound bigger. And then he also hits the kick harder with the tambourine, and it's like, man, the whole thing just explodes.
Dang.
Amazing.
He's really rolling the bones.
He's the man.
Right
He's rolling. Yeah.
Rolling
Tell me
bones.
about it, right?
Oh, yeah, well, so it goes. Oh, so it goes. So, them city boys in country clothes. Yeah, let's take a chance on the boss. Yeah, go crash that car, unplug that phone. Yeah,
It's so funny. You can see him swaying too. With
like hats off to, because like my boy is like faded out of his mind right now. Like every time you see his eyes, like my guy is just baked.
How's he even doing it?
Dude, he probably couldn't if he wasn't.
Honestly,
you know what I mean?
fair. You know how some people operate better when they're like that?
like look at my
friend.
dude out there just like sweaty. It's like, whew.
You know, I would like to say there's a lot of fingerprints on that guitar too. That's one thing I noticed. I'm like, dang, bro, like somebody's getting you like.
I don't know. Is he playing the Lore or is he playing the Gibson?
I don't know what he's playing.
You know what the funny thing? All right, so there's a funny story about the Gibson that he has, because I too am a Gibson artist, right?
Oh, are you?
And Gibson won't. The thing about Gibson is like they won't tell you. They're like, here's a guitar. It's all loaners with Gibson. I forget what like a 157. He's got like a 157 or something like that. Gibson hollow body. And it's the same thing with him. They're like, well, they didn't tell me I could have it, but it's on loan. And it's like, is this gonna be on loan forever? That's what I like. I love Gibson, but as far as like a lot of the brands to work with, it's tough because it's like, well, do I actually own this or not? Because if I don't want to break it. Because he's getting his all sweaty. Like they're not gonna want Shakey's guitar back.
Oh,
like plus that'd be kind of like some cap. But like, oh, that guitar that you've had for years. No, can we get it back? You know, it's one of the biggest.
I didn't know that was the team.
Yeah, that's how it works with them, which is interesting. It's not how.
I mean, maybe it's just their way of being like, oh, we can take it back if you want.
I think so. I think they're just covering their bases, maybe. But at the end of the day, yeah, I was kind of shocked that they did that with him.
With actual artists, not just you.
Yeah, with me, I'm like, yeah, makes sense.
But you're like, oh wait, you do this with everyone. I feel a little bit better now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they did that with that SG that I gave to Dan. So it don't even have anymore. Shout out, Dan.
Yeah,
hope you're
Dan, you might be getting a call from Gibson.
Yeah, Dan, if they ever need to take that back.
Anyways, continuing on.
And give you sour dreams. Oh, yeah, well, sure it seems.
It's so funny how he's like moving up and down.
Well, he's in a different place. Like, let's. A lot of fingerprints for sure.
But I have a question. So is he like okay? So the way that he's playing, it sounds like the song is speeding up. Is that actually happening, or is he just like breaking up the guitar in different ways?
No, he's changing the tempo of the song.
Oh, okay.
Right? Which curious. Is an advantage that you have when you're doing the whole operation on yourself. You don't have to worry about, oh well, if I'm speeding up, the drummer's got to speed up too. He's kind of just taking.
How do you not get confused with like where you're speeding up to?
He's just feeling it, you know. I mean, the more I watch this, the more I think that like he has to hit the kick drum that hard to keep himself awake from whatever he was up to.
Oh my.
Before this, don't you kind of get that feeling?
I don't know. I feel like the intensity of the kick drum hit is getting more intense as the song is going on. Like I don't know if that's because I wasn't noticing it or not.
My man's trying to bring himself back to earth. Which again, I don't mean this is it. Like, dude, he's a legend. Like I love Shakey.
Yeah.
So great.
Yeah, sure go struggle all you like. They put up the good fight. They say that someday everybody dies alone. Yeah, say go struggle all you like. They put up the good fight. They say that someday
performance is literally so like insane.
He's
like,
a monster.
No,
like,
I don't know. I feel like I never see people play guitar. Like, I don't know, embody a band as much as this.
No, Shakey.
I really cannot.
He's a monster. Like, he's a
really
monster
cannot.
singer, a monster player, and a monster writer.
I feel like we haven't even talked about his singing at all.
He's
Like
great.
insane.
The way
I feel like the way he's able to. I feel like he like this. What genre is this? Like, I feel like he's the best of anyone I've ever heard in this genre. Anyways.
Okay, sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like the style.
Because he goes from a real clean croon to a real distorted kind of like growl.
Yeah.
I
like the sound though. I feel like it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like relaxed. I don't know, that's not relaxing. But
you don't like it when I do it at the shows.
But I feel like he's doing it a lot different than you are. I feel like you're just like, it sounds like you're just like a country, you're trying to impersonate like a country singer, like country, like, you know, country boy singer.
I
not
thought
like
I was
country
just
genre,
doing what was in my soul.
But I feel like he's like actually like, I'm so sorry, I really prefer his like inflection and tone.
Okay.
But
fine.
I think
that's fine.
Cause yes, I don't know. I feel like this is a performance I'm like feeling everywhere.
Yeah, he's the man. He's a monster.
It's like
absolute
awesome.
monster.
I feel like he should be like, I don't know. I feel like if I had him like at an event, it'd be like a popping event.
As compared to an Andrea and Sean event, it's.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like I should be doing whatever.
It'd be popping. So
what is it? The quick step? I don't know. Like square dancing.
The quick step. The two step.
I feel like I should be
two-step
square dancing.
I almost feel like that's kind of insulting to him.
Is that
like you're gonna try to hire Shakey for your square dancing event? Is that what you just said? Like, I think he's doing okay.
I don't know. Where is he from here? I don't even know.
Austin. He's an Austin boy.
Why'd you meet him? Come on.
I can go back.
Okay. Anyways,
Okay,
I like his voice so much. It's so nice.
I will say, he's another one of those artists where I think his live stuff is better than his like recorded stuff.
Well, I mean, with all this intensity, imagine you had to go to the studio and
film
every
all right,
song.
take two. He's like, bro.
He's like, bro, it's fine. Take one was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if you did a whole album, I feel like you'd be on the floor.
Yeah, probably.
After the end.
It's
this is like a really physical.
That's my guy.
Kind of. I don't know.
Look at those luscious curls too, right there. That hair.
Yeah, he's very cute.
My goodness.
He's kind of cute too.
Oh, Dre's falling in love.
I mean, this is kind of cool, but I love how he also has a bandana on his little, whatever thing.
What?
He has like a little bandana as like the. I'll show you.
Okay.
See whatever.
On that.
It's like, of course.
That really.
So intense.
Monster. Absolute monster.
So intense.
Wow.
That's a really intense, like, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I just got awoken.
Wow.
Awaked.
Wow.
Awoken.
You have been awoken.
I've been awoken.
Amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
Do you get awokened?
I feel like it's in the past tense, though, because I already am awake.
Okay, because it happened. All right.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the right way to say it.
Sure, why not?
Like if I woke up every morning to this song or this video, I feel like I'd be wide awake.
Maybe that could be a new routine.
Because it's just it's so intense.
Sounds like you're a Shakey fan now.
I like this performance. I don't really know how much I would like his other stuff.
Tomorrow? Oh.
This is like recorded stuff. But is it the issue that we have with Aurora where it's like the recorded stuff is like compared to this?
Yes.
That's the annoying part because it's like I want to stan you, but like what am I supposed to listen to?
All right, no, this is different. Like his newer recorded stuff is really good, but it's like way different than this. You know, it's like with the band, and it's like produced music. A lot of it. Like again, cool. You know, Roll the Bones and Hardwired are kind of more live-ish sounding takes, but they don't sound as good as the Audiotree session does.
Why don't they just give him the Audiotree audio?
Well, I think Audiotree probably owns it or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Come on, bro. Why'd you have to make your best take not even your own take?
I mean, maybe that's a sign of a true artist.
Yeah.
You know? Because it all depends on where he is, where he's at.
Yeah, his performance is pretty cool.
Love
I understand why people keep coming back to it, though.
There's a lot. Hey, if you want to react to Shakey performances,
Yeah.
there's a lot of great ones out there.
I know. Well, I mean, I feel like if it's as good as this, then it's fine.
Well, all right. Well,
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, as there is at an Andrea and Sean show.
I mean, not as much as this. Like, I
maybe
feel like we're
not for
probably
you.
1/8.
Maybe not for you.
Yeah.
As the singer, I've got a lot of responsibilities at these shows.
Oh, do you have your own little like kick drum? Do you want me to start bringing a little suitcase for you, Sean?
I mean, he's still got a roadie, I'm sure.
Oh, you're gonna bring in the
right? He didn't set up all the cables. It's tough. It's tough out there being me.
Oh yeah, is it?
It's real tough, yeah. And then getting the third degree over here.
Oh yeah.
Every time I try to have
show
a moment,
the guitar
I
really
don't.
Fast?
No.
Well, you don't want to show your little hardwired performance.
No, I don't feel like I'm ready for it.
Oh, okay. I guess that'll be the
See
next
that in the
Shakey
future.
Graves.
Yeah, sure. Maybe we do it. Maybe we write to Hardwired.
Oh my, that'd be too much Inception though.
Wow, that really.
I don't know if I can do that. Maybe
every single show.
Maybe it'll exactly. Do you guys understand why I'm so irritated after 100 million times?
I don't
it's
think
like,
though
how many
I
times do
ever
we have
made
to
it
perform
through
Hard
once.
Wired?
I don't know if I ever made it through one
because
time.
by 3 minutes in of you doing your little like country impression, it's too
not
much.
An impression.
It is an impression.
Maybe it's kind of an
You
impression.
literally did you start this?
Sometimes
video by saying,
I do
an
clean.
impression.
I do a decent shaky breath. Sometimes I do it clean. I've done it clean before.
I mean, I feel like the shaky impression though, the vocally you're missing a lot of things. Like not you, but your impression is.
It can get better.
You're missing.
I can do it clean in my own style.
I enjoy the shaky version.
Oh, so now okay, all right.
But don't sing it like that because you wouldn't be able to do it the same way.
Oh my gosh! Well, excuse me.
Yeah, he's like an effortless.
I feel like now we are in quarrel.
Okay, well, I feel like this video has gone on long enough. Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure,
guys,
rolling the
for
bones with
watching.
you. Yeah. What does that mean?
I mean, is it like you
Get it
you
going?
murdered someone and then you like
Rolled them out.
rolled them out into the dirt?
It's an old-timey phrase. It means,
Okay.
means probably what you think it means.
I don't know what it means.
Use your
Anyway.
imagination.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, everybody.